Hello. I did the thing. EP Foreword is out. You're about to be a part of my journey. Brace for impact. Everyone better be bracing up for impact and cause it's gonna explosion. A little nerve. I think you guys are gonna like it. I look rough. We're gonna ignore that. Hi. My EP is out. Very exciting. Let me just go ahead and put a little text here. EP Foreword is out. Brace for impact. Yeah! It's so... A lot's been happening. Obviously, music video is coming out. I will be watching with you guys. I will be loudly commentating over it. I'll probably be like, and stuff like that. We're probably gonna need tea. Everyone better be bracing up for impact and cause it's gonna explosion. Yeah! Brace for impact. There's definitely a lot of Arabic influence in it. Brace for impact is sort of the first time I'm using my Arabic side in my music. I am half Japanese, half Lebanese. I've done a lot of stuff that was inspired by my Japanese heritage, so like Atlas with the taiko and the music video. Probably my favorite music video ever. It's so good. Really heavy Japanese symbolism. And then Yutsunamichi, which was just straight up J-pop. So I have had like quite a bit of Japanese influence there, and Brace for Impact is the first time that I'm using my more Arabic side. So like in the teaser, you guys might have heard the drumbaki and the nai, which are like Arabic instruments, and in the music video as well, I was very inspired by belly dancing outfits and movements and visuals. And I wanted myself to highlight also my more Arabic features, like my nose and my eyes, my hair, which is naturally very curly. So I was very proud to show that side of my heritage. And I'm really excited for you guys to see it. I'm very excited for this one. I think you guys are gonna like it. Oh my god, 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 oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's here. It's here. It's here. That's me! Bro. Okay. Okay. It's hard to believe that's me. It's hard to believe that this is the same person. Like, same person. It's witchcraft. It's witchcraft. I gotta stand up off the ground, coming up way too fast. Gotta brace for the impact. Love it. I love it. I love it. Whoa. Wow. Whoa. Does not feel like that's me. Oh, it's so good. I love the drop. I did that take so many times. It's so worth it. I do my own stunts. Violins, yeah, but I love violins. I try to include them in a lot of my songs. The water was actually really deep, but I only went down like a meter or two at most. I wasn't actually that deep, but it felt like it was deeper than it was. The red dress, yeah, but it was so heavy in the water. It was so worth it though, it looks so good. I did the thing. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, that's awesome. That's so dope. That's so cool. That is so awesome. That was so cool. That was awesome. Thank you for the applause. I live for the applause. That feels unreal. Damn, I did that. 6 music videos in a year. Pretty impressive. I'm pretty proud of myself. Probably gonna go listen to it until I know the lyrics by heart. Thank you, Ashley. I hope you enjoy it. Awesome job, great job. Thank you. I'm so glad you made it back in time too. I love you too, Yukorin. Take over the world. That's the next step. That's the logical next step to a music video. Yes, release a music video and then world domination. That seems right. That seems right. Thank you for all the applause, guys. Thank you so much. I'm proud of myself and where I'm going. And I wanted to bring that energy into an actual like projects and stuff, because it's like Maslow's hierarchy of needs, right? The highest peak being self-actualization. I'm very much of the belief that my whole goal in life is to like work towards that. I want to get to that self-actualization thing. So I like to express all of the sides of me for that. Also, the big thing, I have a legit like part-time job now, bro. I do get to sing live on stage, which is like what attracted me to the job in the first place. So I'm like full on adulting. I'm enjoying it a lot because I get to sing. I have a little stamp card. That's how legit my job is. I card in. Like, I think it's pretty cool. Listen, when my boss like showed that to me, I was like, oh my God, I've only ever seen these on TV. You know, the little thing that goes, and then it puts like your name on, it has like your name in the top, and then it has like the time you came in, right? And now I have one. It's so cool. So Brace for Impact, it's all about mounting pressure, and it's all about how pressure can just implode at a certain point. The lyrics are, this pressure's been pushing me down, but I have to stand up off the ground, it's coming up way too fast. I love that line, by the way, but I gotta stand up off the ground, coming up way too fast. It's such a good play, because ground belongs to both sentences, and it just, I love stuff like that, so I'm like, I love that line. Because like water is pressure, right? So the deeper you go underwater, the more pressure there is. And drowning, it's not like hollow, it's pressure on your chest and in your lungs. So where identity was like fire, and it was destructive, and it was like questions in like a very like angry way, I was expressing that side of me. I wanted Brace for Impact to be the antithesis of that. That's why it's water. It's more icy, like the broken glass, and I wanted it to be more of like this soothing, almost abyss. So I had a very clear image of water in my head, because when I think of like pressure, when I think of impact, and when I think of implosions, I think of water. I think of like deep, deep water. I think of drowning. And I think of your body screaming for something that your mind knows will kill you. Because that's what I was feeling at the time, right? So there's like a lot of throwback and like callbacks to identity, and there's also a lot of like symbolism within like the shots that I loved. Not assuming that it isn't hidden symbolism. Listen, I was an English teacher in another life. It was like, I love symbolism. The reason the outfit is red, literally because my image for it was a fire underwater. But you can't have a fire underwater, so I became the fire. That's why it's red. The main thing for me is like books and using poetry and stories as a way to inspire my writing. I love books, I love reading. I have my prized editions of Crescent City by Sarah J. Maas. For sure, my vocabulary is inspired by the books that I read, and then what it's about is more inspired by like my emotions and what I've been feeling. Yeah, both my parents love this one. Mom, obviously, because she was also like very directly involved with the making of, and my dad is like super proud of me. I'm like so much like my father that like he immediately got all the symbolism. I didn't have to explain it. He was just like, oh, it's like the water, but then identity was the fire, and it's like the fire underwater. And I'm like, yes, that's exactly it. And he's like, that was very cool and clever of you. And I'm like, yeah.
Like seriously, isn't the music video amazing though? Wasn't she so smart and all that? She was dancing in all that smoke in this like shallow water. The glass part is so cool, and she thought about on her own. Very good. Yeah.
My smooth, tiny brain.
Okay.
I love this music video. I think it's really cool. Everyone put so much like heart and so much work into it. We shot underneath the agua for this, underneath the mizu. So because we were shooting underwater, Mom was a bit scared, especially since I'm in like a full outfit, because like fabric in water gets heavy, right? I'm a relatively strong swimmer, but with all that fabric though, it doesn't matter how strong of a swimmer you are, the weight of the fabric just like pulls you down. And because it was like kind of scrappy fabric, it would wrap around my limbs as I tried to like swim. So that was pretty terrifying. And for like a good half a second, I'd have like full panic. Thankfully, like Mom was in the area with me to like help me out when I got to the top, and there was a diver on hand to make sure I didn't drown or something. But yeah, it was an experience. I love swimming, and it was definitely a really cool experience. But I was also a little bit nervous, a little nervy poo, a little nerviner. My mother is a goddess, I'm pretty sure, or a superhero, or both. She definitely has some like otherworldly powers going on because she does everything, I swear. She helps me plan things, she helps me workshop things. A lot of the ideas that I had, like she helped me actualize and sort of solidify them, which I really appreciate. Like I couldn't have done the video without her. On the day of the shoot, she was in the water with me, guys. Literally, she had diving flippers on. She had a snorkel cap, like eye thingy. The cameraman was fully submerged underwater with like a breathing tank and full scuba gear, holding the underwater camera. But mom was like there. The moment I was like coming up for air, she'd be there to make sure she could like pull me up and hold me up and stuff like that. I love art and I love creation and I love expression. And I think that, you know, pushing yourself to your limits to make the best possible piece is something that I find rewarding. So I have this bad habit of like, I would push myself right to the brink of like, okay, I really need to breathe now, and then kind of like flounder my way up, because in my head I knew it's just gonna feel like panic, but I can take another 10 seconds, it'll be fine. So I'd kind of push myself to that point and then flounder my way up, which maybe wasn't the smartest move, but it did ensure that we had enough shots, and that's what I really cared about. I remember one time we were shooting, we did a shot and it worked really well, but I kind of pushed it just a little bit. And I was getting a little bit tired at this point, so I was like, I finally got up. Of course, with the fabric everywhere, it wraps around my legs. I can't like kick to get to the surface, and the fabric drags me down. And it's sewed onto like the bodysuit and everything. Like I'm stuck in this. So I'm just like, help. I literally just said, help, please. When I got to the surface, I'm like, help, please. And she came and she got me. And the cameraman was like, oh, it was such a good shot. But like you came in too early. That's like my mom had like come in too early. And then she's like, because he's underwater, he couldn't hear me saying help, please. It was so funny. Probably need to care a little bit more, but it's like, it's fine. It looks good. It looks good. And I'm fine, so it's fine. I maybe tend to push myself a little bit more than I should, but it's fine. It's fine. I like doing it. It makes me happy and it makes me feel like I actually worked really hard on something. So I feel like it pushes me further in life. The glass, the glass, the glass. Yo, even the broken glass on the floor. Okay, so having obscure, tiny, like weird knowledge is so helpful in this line of work. It is so helpful because I remembered a video I saw on TikTok of this girl who was like an SFX artist on movies and stuff, and she was talking about like Siliglass or whatever it's called, but it's like rubber glass. So I know two of them. There's a silicone glass and then there's this sugar glass, and sugar glass is still a little bit like sharp, so you can't like step on it and stuff because it'll hurt you. But silicone glass is like rubber, and so it's all like bendy and it's really helpful. And it looks like the real broken glass. And I remembered this knowledge, and I really wanted broken glass or like a glass box or like some kind of glass to be involved in this music video, because like when glass shatters, right? I really wanted that symbolism, that shattering. I'm like, wait a second, I can't stand on like actual broken glass, but I can stand on Siliglass. And so I Googled it, we found a place that supplies it, we ordered it, and we just made a bunch of this like broken, like silicone glass. And that's how we got the broken glass effect on the ground and everything. And I was so proud of myself for having this weird, obscure knowledge. You guys have no idea. Knowledge got my brain so big. This is giant. My brain, huge. Because they were also like, oh, I've never heard of this before. And I'm like, giant brain so gigantic, head is heavy because brain's so huge. Yeah, it felt good. You can listen to Brace for Impact on my EP Foreword, as in the words before the story starts. So Foreword, I specifically wanted to call it Foreword because I like to think of life as a story, as like a book. I played around with calling it prologue, but it doesn't feel right because I don't feel like this is the introduction to the world I'm creating yet. I feel like this is an introduction to me. This is an introduction to the author. It's not even the start of the story. This is just me saying, hey, this is who I am. You're about to be a part of my journey. You're about to start my book, and I hope that you'll enjoy it. I hope you'll stick around for the ride with me. It's a message from the author before the story starts. So it's something I default to just because I'm pretty sure I read at least 100 books in a year. So if I read, let's say, one 400-page book every 2 days, 400 pages 2 days, 365 days divided by 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 182.5. That is 182.5 books in a year. Damn, that's crazy. And I did it all in my head. I didn't even use a calculator. I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of myself. Oh, I'm pretty. We're gonna call it a day soon. Just the two of us, building those castles in the sky. Just the two of us, you and I.
Bye everybody on chat. See you next time. I gotta go work out. I hope you're all working out too. Bye bye.
Thank you all so much. Bye Rafa, bye Winmuddy, bye Josh, bye Fiery, bye Sleeping Forest, bye Twitchester, bye Dabdragon, bye guys, bye James. You can listen to Brace for Impact on my EP Foreword. Can you tell I like books? And words are really hard, guys. Ukulele boy with the ukulele.